Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be creating this look, and I have to say I love the way that it came out. It's so easy. You're going to love it because everything that I used is super budget friendly. I did mostly an exclusive look from ColourPop, and right now you guys, as if ColourPop wasn't already such a great value, right now at Ulta Beauty you can pick up everything ColourPop for buy one get one 50% off. So good. Along with that, they have some other deals happening at Ulta Beauty, including Urban Decay eyeliners, where you can buy 2 and get 1 for free. They have Benefit Minis, buy 3 for $30, and a couple other brands that are on major deals. So I did team up with Ulta Beauty for this video. I will have everything that I use from them linked and listed in the description box below so you can shop everything. I'll also have the product shades that I use. If you have any questions throughout this video, drop your questions in your comments down below and I will get back with you. Thank you for watching this video and let's get started. Okay, so we have the hair back. Let's go ahead and get started. I got lots and lots of goodies here. So excited to play with this. We are going to start with foundation, and I picked up the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation, and I'm pretty excited to play with this. I grabbed the shade Light 60N and I ordered this online. So we are going to hope that I did a good job matching my shade. I think so. Looks very promising. As we get into the cooler months, I get less sun on my face, so I'm usually a little bit lighter this time of year. And I'm gonna go in. Okay, so this has a really nice consistency. It's very lightweight. I'm gonna go in and see what kind of coverage we get from this. Okay, this is nice. It's pretty. It's very natural and it's very light. I'm getting coverage, but it's definitely not a full coverage. It's kind of light. Let's see if I can build it up too. What I like to do is I like to go in and apply my first layer of foundation and kind of give it a minute to set before I go in and add any more to build coverage. Okay, this is really pretty. It does look like skin. It's very lightweight. The shade is pretty much a perfect match for me, and it blends in super quick and very easily. Oh, this is really nice, you guys. This is really nice. So I did a full pump, and I did my whole face with less than a full pump. Now I'm going back in to add a little more coverage in the center of the face, and I'm still working with that original full pump. This is gorgeous. This is really stunning. I feel like I've used this in the past, but I think I might have had the wrong shade in it. This is really beautiful, really nice. Okay, I'm really impressed with the way this looks. This is really nice, you guys. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but I'm pretty blown away with how beautiful this looks. Okay, I kind of spent extra time blending that was really unnecessary, but I do feel like I applied quite a bit of product. So whenever I feel like I apply a lot of product, I really take my time just making sure that I blend everywhere and that I kind of absorb any excess product. Okay, I am sold on this so far. I mean, obviously we don't know how this is going to wear throughout the day yet, but it looks really beautiful. Very nice. It gives the skin, I would say, more like a natural finish. There's a little bit of a glow you're seeing, but I really think that's from the light. It's not real dewy. It's not matte. It just looks very natural on the skin. Okay, very excited about that. Let's go in and add a little concealer. I picked up the corresponding concealer. This is the Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I picked up the shade Medium 85N. Let's hope I nailed the shade in the concealer as good as I did with the foundation. All right, let's see. Ooh. I like the applicator on this. It's very flexible. This concealer also has a very lightweight texture and a very spreadable texture. And this color is perfect. I have to say, I have to give myself a pat on the back. I did a good job getting colors this time. That doesn't always happen, but this is like a perfect shade. It's more on the neutral side. It doesn't have a lot of a peach undertone to it. And it's not too light, so it's not a super brightening shade for me. But it's going to do a good job covering my darkness, and I have quite a bit of that today. I could not sleep last night. I laid down in bed at 10, and I don't think I fell asleep until maybe 2 a.m., and then I woke up at 5:30. So we are a little bit tired and a little dark underneath the eyes today. Okay, this concealer is the perfect match. Not super brightening, but it blends in perfectly, and it really does match perfectly. I could go over with a little bit of a lighter concealer if I wanted more brightness, but this shade conceals the darkness, makes everything look really even, so I don't think I need to do that. Okay, it blends in just as seamlessly as the foundation. These feel like very hydrating products. Okay, I kind of love that concealer. I am impressed. Very lightweight. The coverage is a good medium coverage. It's not like the fullest coverage concealer, but it's definitely got some good coverage to it. It's not sheer either. Okay, that was really nice. I think this formula would also be really nice to highlight with if you had a lighter shade and you wanted to highlight on the face. I don't do that too much with concealer because concealers are by nature a heavier product, and I try to avoid putting that type of a heavy product all over the face, but this is a concealer formula that I would do that with. Okay, we're gonna go in and set everything. I grabbed the Pretty Fresh Pressed Face Powder, and I grabbed the shade Light 6, and ooh, I'm just going to set the center of the face. Okay, this is very blurring. It has a very, very matte finish, but like a very kind of airbrushed matte finish. It feels light, and I want to say it has like a silky texture to it, but a matte finish. So it's not like a satiny natural finish. It definitely is matte. It blurs everything though. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, so far all three of these are really, really beautiful. If you've used any of these three products, will you comment down below your thoughts on them? Because I'm seriously impressed with all three of these. They just look very light on the skin, very natural. The powder definitely has more of a matte finish, not so much of a natural finish, but it totally blurred texture and pores on the skin. Like really, really nice. You know what? I didn't apply it under the eyes. Let's apply a little bit under the eyes just to see how that finish looks. So it's lightweight in texture, but it's very matte underneath the eyes, which looks good right now. It actually looks really good and very smooth right now. I am curious to see throughout the day, because that area underneath my eyes tends to get dry, and kind of see how that looks. But right now I'm pretty much sold on this powder. This is really good, you guys. Oh my gosh. I love when I find new products and videos and they're this good, because it feels like something I get to share that's exciting. Let's move along to blush. I didn't grab a bronzer. That was the one thing I forgot to grab, but I did grab this powder blush, and I grabbed the shade New to You, which is like this cool toned kind of medium pink. Let's go in and see how this looks on the skin. Okay, so this looks a little darker than I normally go with. So I did load my brush up, but I'm gonna kind of blot on the back of my hand just to get any excess off. It actually looks pretty sheer. I'm not getting like a ton of pigment, so I think it's gonna be lighter than it looks. Ooh, that's nice, that's a good color. I'm getting some good pigment, but it's definitely not as dark or as bright as it looks in the pan. That's pretty. This shade is matte, so there's no sheen or shimmer to it. It also feels similar to the texture of the powder, very lightweight and silky. I would say the pigment is kind of the perfect level. It's not too strong, but it's not too sheer. I did build it up quite a bit to get where we're at now. And what you guys are seeing is slightly lighter than it looks in my mirror, just because I have pretty bright lights on my face, so it does a little bit of a reflection, but it's nice. It also contributes to that really blurred, poreless look on the skin. Very pretty. And I'm skipping bronzer today, which is not the norm for me, but I think this actually has kind of that winter skin look where the skin is a bit more fair, and then you have these pink cheeks. I'm gonna run a little bit even on my nose, actually. This formula is nice and sheer, so it's really easy to work with. If you over apply, you can just kind of run your brush and blend it out, and it's very easy to blend out. Okay, so you guys, I had to grab a bronzer. I just had to do it. I grabbed the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Bronzer. This one's a really nice one, and I'm gonna go and apply it with a brush that's gonna apply a very nice light application just to give a little bit of warmth, and also right here around the hairline. I'm also gonna take a little bit of the bronzer and just kind of run it, sweep it on the side of the nose just to add a little warmth. I cannot get over how amazing my skin looks. Very, very poreless. And the poreless is definitely due to the powder. The natural lightweightness is because of the concealer and the foundation. Okay, I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this combo, you guys. This is so good. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to brows. I did grab a brow pencil from ColourPop. It's called the Brow Pencil, and I grabbed the shade Taupe. Let's go ahead and just kind of comb through my brows now. So this is a really fine little micro tip to it. So it's gonna have a very precise application. I have a feeling that I can get really nice hair-like strokes. Let's see how it transfers to the skin. Okay, this color is perfect. And I'm just doing very light strokes just to kind of control the brow and make sure I don't come off with too strong of a brow. The pencil is nice. It's transferring to the skin well. It's nice and creamy. It's not dry or hard to get to transfer to the skin. Okay, that's pretty. I didn't get a brow gel. That was the one thing I did not get. Okay, this brow pencil is really nice. I would recommend it. So far, everything I've used is really nice. There are some standouts that are like like this foundation concealer combo and this powder. These are probably my top 3 so far, but so far everything that I've used is really, really nice. Okay, so we're gonna be going in with the palette That's Taupe from ColourPop. Some really beautiful, neutral, cool tone, neutral taupey shades in here. You've got a nice mix of mattes. You've got 5 mattes and you have 4 shimmer shades. You've got a range from light to dark, and you have everything you need to complete a full look. The only shade that I'm seeing that's kind of missing is a brow highlight if you are more fair or lighter skin tone, but very likely we all have a brow highlight sitting around. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime the eyes first. I'm just gonna do a translucent primer, kind of shear it out with my finger. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Python to create the crease. And I'm gonna work this into the crease. This is just gonna create a little bit of definition. This is a matte neutral with a little bit of a plum kind of pinky undertone to it. And I'm actually gonna take that shade and kind of run it onto the lid. So we have it in the crease, and then we also have it swept on the lid with a little more concentration on the outer half of the lid. So pretty. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Snake Eyes, which is a really pretty kind of metallic, rosy taupe shade. This is what it looks like swatched on the hand. You can see that light reflection when it hits the light. We're gonna pop this right here in the inner corner and blend it into the center of the lid. Ooh, so pretty. Very pigmented, nice shine, really good quality, very soft. A little bit of fallout, but not much. When you're working with shadows like this that have a lot of shimmer or frost, really resist the urge of like sweeping your brush and use more of a patting motion, just like pressing it onto the lid. That's how you're going to avoid having much fallout. Look at how beautiful that is. That is so pretty. Next, we're gonna line the upper lashes, and I'm gonna go in with an Urban Decay pencil. The Urban Decay pencils, the 24/7 glide-on pencils, are some of my favorite. They're very creamy, and they give you time to work with them if you wanna smudge it out or like pull it out and wing it out. You can manipulate the formula for a little bit, but once it sets, it does stay in place. You don't have any issues with smudging or fading. They are really, really true, like solid liners. I love the shade Bourbon, which is a really pretty like bronzy shade. I picked up the shade Rockstar, which kind of leans itself more to this color palette. Rockstar is like a deep, deep plum shade, and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. And the Urban Decay liners right now are buy 2, get 1 free. So I will list a couple of shade recommendations down below, including this one and also the shade Bourbon. And then of course, having a good black is always nice. So I'm just gonna lay this pencil on its side and sketch on my upper lash line. This formula is very soft, so you don't have to apply a lot of pressure to get a nice opaque line on the eye. It's also nice too because when you're doing it one-handed like I am and you're not using your second hand, you can just get a really nice eyeliner. It's very soft and creamy and just transfers to the skin beautifully. Now I've decided to make the liner a little bit thicker, and I'm not worried about being too perfect with that liner because I am going to go over it and smudge it. I'm going to take a little smudgy brush and I'm going to go into the ColourPop palette and grab the shade Bedrock, which is a deep chocolate like espresso matte shade. And I'm just going to run it right over that liner. Kind of smoke out that liner, almost feather it up. So we're left with a really thick but smoky line. I'm going to kind of feather it up into the lid so it just kind of blends in with the shadow on the lid. So pretty. Perfect. Okay. So beautiful. I love this look. So simple. All we did was a crease color, a lid color, and a little bit of liner. Very simple. Rather than do a liner on the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with that first shade that we used in the crease. The shade Python. It's that matte kind of rosy neutral shade. And we're going to run that on the lower lash line with this brush. I just want a soft, a little bit of definition, but nothing too harsh. We have a lot going on the lid. That liner on the upper lid is dark and it's thick, so we can keep the lower lash line a little softer. Perfect. Okay, so moving right along for mascara, we're gonna go in with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Just do a couple coats of this, and I'm gonna do a very light coat on my lower lashes, just a little coat. So beautiful. For lips, we're going in with the Lippy Sticks from ColourPop in the shade Cami. Okay, wow. That's really pigmented and it's very, very soft and creamy. In fact, I'm just going to do my lower line and then blot them together. So this is like a lip crayon. It's definitely got a thicker head than like a lip pencil, but smaller than a full lipstick bullet. So I did have a little bit of lip balm on, so I just applied this on the perimeter of my lip, kind of blotted the lips together. to bring that color in. Because I have that lip balm on, it really helps this product spread. And then I'm just going to top it with a little gloss. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Sugar Cookie. Smells good. Ooh, that's nice. Just a really nice, light, sheer, shimmery gloss. Perfect. Okay, so one thing I like to do in these types of videos is kind of share my top 3 products. Like of everything that I tried, what really blew me away. And everything was really nice, but there were 3 products that really blew me away. And they're gonna all, unfortunately, they're all complexion products. The palette was really nice too. If I could pick 4, I would pick the palette as well. But I'm gonna go with this foundation. This was so nice, so natural, blended into the skin beautifully. It felt like a very luxurious, high ticket price foundation. Really, really nice. And this shade particularly was perfect for me. It's the shade Light 60N. So if you tend to find that our shades match, give this one a try. And this concealer, you guys, amazing. I mean, obviously I need to wear this around for the whole day to give you my thoughts on how it wears throughout the day, both of these, but very lightweight, very natural, just blended into the skin beautifully, hydrating. Let's check and see. Really no creasing. Really nice. So these 2 are going to be staying in my rotation and get many more uses even beyond this video. And then this powder. This powder was lightweight, very mattifying, very pore blurring. I would recommend this powder to everyone except if you have really dry skin or you like a little bit more of a radiant finish, because this will completely mattify the skin and give you a very poreless, airbrushed look, but it will give the skin a more matte kind of flat look. But this is really, really nice, very lightweight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned anything or you're going to pick up a product or try something, let me know in the comment section down below. If you own any of these products, drop a comment and let us know your thoughts on them and your perspective. It's always nice to share other people's feedback. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I get to see you in my next one. Bye.